everybody, it's Uncle Scott. Welcome back to the QwerkyReax channel. First things first, I chopped all my videos, so if you don't want to hear the spiel at the beginning, use the scroll bar, slide right into the music. We have our special guest, everyone's favorite on the channel, back. She's back to hear some Ren and Chinchilla today. A song, she's heard Chinchilla before, she's heard Ren before, she's heard Ren and Chinchilla before, but she hasn't heard this one, which is usually the one I introduce people with, the both of them too, but with her I did How to Be Me. So we're going to do this one today. She's going to hear some chalk outlines. But first, let's bring her in. Cristal, welcome back to the show.
Hey, y'all. How we
And
feeling?
Ozzy in the back. He's over your shoulder.
Yeah, I saw he's getting comfy.
Let him get comfy. He can enjoy the music too.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to remind everybody that you're doing a lot of cool stuff over on your Instagram. I'll tag it down at the bottom. You're doing some of that modeling and acting stuff and doing a lot of stuff there. And anybody who like goes over there and follows Cristal, it really helps her with all her getting her name out there for the auditions and acting and stuff like that. So please check that out. Cristal, I know we've talked about it before, but I think you're like me. You're a pretty big fan of Chinchilla too, aren't you?
Yeah, ever since you introduced me to the song, what is it? 1 out of 5?
Yeah,
Girl.
1 out of 5. Yeah.
I said 1 to 5 earlier, but it's 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
I literally, anytime I'm in my bag, I play that song. I swear it. I get a good cry out, and then I'm like, okay, all right. I know who I am. Let's go. Like, I love that song so much. I'm honestly so excited.
She's so talented. I like it. This was what you're about to hear is the first song, I ever heard her in. So this song was my introduction to Chinchilla because someone said, you got to see Ren and Chinchilla together. Check this out. And this is the first one I ever heard her on. So that's what you're going to experience today.
Okay.
It is Ren and Chinchilla. As I said, it's called Chalk Outlines. Has a little bit of like a Ren style intro here that's a little quiet, but and I will probably stop it a couple times just to get your reaction.
Mm-hmm.
But things to look forward. Should I tell you or should I let you experience it? I'll let you experience it. I won't give it away. All right. So here we go. Chalk Outlines. Ren featuring Chinchilla. Bet.
Oh, those are books. I thought those were records.
Ironically, I think they are records, but not vinyl records. I think they're like records of people.
Right.
Yeah.
That's actually hilarious.
You know how he likes to play with lights too.
Yeah. He always has like a supernatural feel to his videos.
Like, I feel like he did that just to show you how good the acoustics are in this room.
Right. Like you did that on purpose. That's mad loud. Like. Ooh.
Wireless electric, baby.
Okay. Already.
Your face.
Still here in this bed that I crawled in. I hope that I'm someone else in the morning. So take this one, wash it down and you'll be fine. Then walk around in the floating chalk outline. So it goes, let it be.
Oh my God.
In the gallows, balanced on my toes so I can breathe. But little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury these chalk outlines.
You're halfway through. What do you think?
First of all, so pretty
Right.
already. I haven't even heard her. And I I was honestly thinking to myself, like, okay, range.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever heard Ren belt like that. I don't think so, have I?
I think there's a moment in Murder Acoustic, but you may not remember that. But
Hmm.
sure, it's definitely one of his better belts.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So, like,
he also belts a little bit in High Ren, like
I,
towards the end.
I don't know. Like in this one, I feel like the notes, well, they're clear. Obviously, the acoustics are very nice, but like it's the way he's hitting them is it also seems
For
a lot
sure.
smoother.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't sound like it sounds like a little bit of strain, not crazy amount of strain, but it sounds like it's easy for him to keep like hitting them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it's like,
I think he's more the other ones you've heard have been a little more guttural in the what they are as well. So he's
hmm
adding a little something to it. But this one feels like a softer, more pure belt, if that makes sense.
yeah, like, uh, and like to not even like keep talking about like his singing, but also the lyrics. Oh, oh my God. Like I was like, oh, I'm so excited to listen to it. Like my excitement drained because then I was like, oh, we're talking about serious shit now. Hold
Yeah.
on.
That first bar is like a bar when he's like,
Yes.
I'm still here in this bed that I crawled in. Hope I'm someone else in the morning.
Yeah, I was like,
Bro.
oh, I
That's that hits a little too hard. Like
honestly, I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like I literally felt so bad because I was just like, okay, and like
yeah.
at first when he was talking, I thought when he was talking about like chalk outlines that he was like talking more so about like, unaliving yourself or like,
Mhm.
that's what I thought. But now that I'm halfway through, it kind of sounds more like you're keeping yourself in a box, because he's saying that we draw ourselves in these chalk outlines. And either I'm taking that as either like in a literal sense where it could be like I'm quite literally just laying here rotting and not like in
Yeah.
the sense of like you're dead, but in the sense of like when you're so depressed you can't move, you don't want to
Right.
eat, you don't want to do anything to take care of yourself. So it's like chalk outline kind of when your bed has the mold of you,
Right.
right? But then the more I thought about it, I kind of thought more like because of our bad habits and because of our own like mental, whether that's mental health issues or just like bad habits in general, it's like you're keeping yourself in a box
Yeah.
and you're not letting yourself be free. And mind you, I'm still halfway, so I'm just like
Yeah, I get you.
based on what I heard, I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Like honestly, I kind of wish he did like a little lyric video because then the lyrics would like stick to my brain.
I always translated it to like you've killed your spirit. And so
hmm
that's the thing that's in the chalk outline. Like it's you're still alive, but not really, if that makes sense. Like you're not being who you need to be because you want to be someone else. And the other line that happens right there too, which by the way also references a lot. What he talks about a lot is how the pharmaceutical industry just says exactly what he says in this song. So take this one, wash it down, and you'll be fine. And it's
mm
like, no, bro, the answer isn't medication. It's like actually to heal myself, like help me heal myself, which is kind of an underlying message of all of his stuff.
hmm
He's also, I don't know if you know this, he just started a new company in the UK, which is for people who suffer from autoimmune diseases and stuff like that. And it works with barometric, is that the right word? Hyperbarometric chambers and stuff like that, where it like lets people like go in there and decompress and do all this stuff. So he's like literally
Oh.
started because of his own illnesses and how like he felt so alone with those. He started his own business with these other people. Not started it. He's like helping them spread it and building a community of people who are like all suffering from this kind of stuff. So which I thought was really cool.
That's so sweet. Like, honestly, I hmm, I think that's a good, like, the way that you said it, where it's like instead of it being that it's like you're kind of constricting yourself to like your own outline, like it's your spirit that's died. I think, like, I can agree how that could be interpreted that way. Like my brain is kind of thinking like, damn, I really wish that like the lyrics were like in front of me because then I could like go through them. But he said something about like not necessarily like wanting to like move, right?
Yeah.
And um screaming out to his mom, that's where I was going with it. Sorry. Screaming out to his mom that like I'm literally just sitting here like help me. And to me that sounds like a desperate cry for help.
Yeah.
And then he was talking about like these habits of mine. So I was like, okay, it's giving, like, to me it was giving like I am, oh my god, what's the word? Limiting. I am limiting myself. Come on now. Let me not.
Yeah.
Let me not, because my brain was like, not me having to think unlimited in order for me to think about that. Oh my god. But like how you're limiting yourself because of your bad habits, because of like the thoughts that you're having in the moment. Um,
And you're stuck in that cycle.
which if you've ever been someone that has like anxiety or depression or
Any mental health
PTSD,
thing, really.
yeah, like it's an endless cycle. Even
Hmm.
when you've gotten to that one area where it's like things are good, you're in that good place, you're not feeling bad, you're productive, you're in your best element. You end up getting back to a place, and when you get back to that place, it's paralyzing. I was just talking to you about that.
Yeah.
Um, like I agree with one of Ren's messages where it's just like the pharmaceutical company will pump you up with meds if you let them. And I'm someone that I do like therapy, and I do trust my therapist and my psychiatrist. But over time, I trusted people that were just looking for money, and I was on a lot of meds, dude.
Yep.
So even for things that I felt like this isn't doing anything for me, and every time I kept falling into the same like patterns, not until I got off of those meds. Not to say that if you need those meds, get off of them. Absolutely not. If you need them, stay on them. That does
Right.
not work for everybody. But
This
like,
message brought to you by Crystal.
don't take my words out of context. That's all I'm saying. But like for me, I got off the meds, and it literally helped me start regulating. Like I'm like, okay,
Mm.
I'm not pumped up with all of these things. I would felt like worse sometimes because the side effects like only added to my own chronic
Right,
illness.
right.
So then that only made things worse. So I'm just like, no. So for sure, I feel like the the message of him being like, yeah, like I want to be better without having to pump myself with drugs. Like it's
Yeah.
just so it's such a like powerful message to put out there, and especially because I feel like a lot of people are very reliant, and if you need it, of course, stay on it. But if you start to notice like it's not doing it for you, talk to your psychiatrist, see what else they offer, see if your therapist offers something more physical, like
Right.
because we got to utilize what we have, you know what I mean?
For
Like
sure.
girl, but yeah, I'm excited to hear like what else like they could be talking about, because I'm hoping that maybe Chinchilla's part might give me a little more context on like what they're referring to.
Well, guess what's next?
My girl.
Sertraline and the
Mm.
serotonin. Don't cry, 'cause there's a pill for everything.
Mm.
Take this one, wash it down, and you'll be fine.
She's so good, bro.
The
Bro.
feeling goes, and you draw a chalk outline. So it goes, let it be.
Mm.
In the gallows, I'm balanced on my toes so I can breathe. But little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my, oh my, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my, oh my, erase ourselves. It's such a perfect day. Take it just in case. Take it just in case. I'm scared of being okay, 'cause all things change. All things change. It's such a perfect day. It's a beautiful shade. It's a beautiful shade.
She's effortless with
Scared
those
of
high notes.
being okay, 'cause all things change. But little by little, bit by bit, I'll push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my, oh my, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my, oh my, erase ourselves in these chalk outlines.
Oh my god, I have chills. Oh,
Right? I got chills too, and I've heard it before.
girl. Okay, honestly, I think I'm leaning towards what I said before. This is more talking about like being someone that has mental health issues.
Mm-hmm.
You have an issue and you go to the doctor, they give you meds, but it doesn't solve the problem because you're still feeling that way. And now I'm creating a habit of taking the drug to erase it. And
Or I'm creating a habit to counteract the feeling that I have from taking the drug, which leads to me needing another
more,
drug. Or more of that same drug, sure. Yeah.
honestly, hitting home. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like,
I get it, believe me.
damn.
Um
Wow.
I think the power of the song from the lyric standpoint is obviously important to go over, but I do want to touch on like
I saw
they
what you
were
did there.
yeah, they were singing
Their
like
hearts out.
that a cappella part
Mm,
with no, like they hit every note solid. And then
girl.
what I love about it is, and I haven't talked about this on the channel before, but it's one of my favorite parts of that song, is one of the things that's so contrasting about when she's introduced is that she she ends up harmonizing with him when they start singing together, and he's singing the melody and she's singing the harmony, but she's singing an alto harmony, so it's a lower harmony than his melody, which is usually not the way it works with a man and a woman. So that's already a contrast of voices and a contrast of sound. Then they meet in unison, and then she goes to the higher part and hits the higher harmony part to him still doing the it's just like she's doing this climb through the whole song, and it gets me every time. I just love it.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, because I was like, wait, what? And then I was like, oh, wait, okay. Because, yes, no, the way that she's introduced, it's almost like she's just speaking. Like she's
Almost,
almost
yeah.
using like her speaking tone. She's talking, but then she gets louder. I'm kind of almost screaming it, like screaming, girl. I'm kind of seeing it, like she's screaming. Like
Yeah.
little by little, she's becoming more and more desperate because she just wants to be okay.
Yeah.
But she's drowning in a smile that isn't real because it's like I'm popping pills right now just to feel better.
Yeah.
And girl, I'm wow.
You're gonna
Like
go back and listen to it again is what's gonna
I
happen.
I am because like I'm literally sitting here like okay. I literally could not agree more on like what I was saying earlier in terms of like them talking more about the pharmaceutical companies,
Mm-hmm.
because it's obviously they're still talking about the struggle of feeling paralyzed, whether that's with fear, whether that's with sadness, anger, um, and still being like, okay, I'm recognizing this. I don't feel good. This is not normal. Let me go find help.
Yeah.
They go to the help. The help is like, yeah, take this. Here you go. Money.
Yep.
Like, bro. And it raises awareness to a bigger issue where it's like not everybody needs medication. There are some. There are the people that do. And if you need it, like I said earlier, stay on it. If you are someone that feels like this is not doing me any good, it's not helping me, I don't feel like I am becoming a better person, I am not outgrowing anything, feel me? Like, do what you feel like is best for yourself,
Right.
and always have discernment, obviously, because we know that there's a bunch of other um, mental health issues where like you might fool yourself into being okay. I'm definitely one of those people, and you neglect yourself. Next thing you know, you're back into a state where you're not okay,
Right.
right? God, like I'm thinking about Chinchilla's part, and I was also looking at the way she was moving, like erratically almost, and I felt like she was literally singing with her body.
Yeah.
Like every part of her body she was utilizing to like sing her parts, but also I felt like that was meant to be like an art form, almost to be like to represent like where she's at mentally. And also both of them are wearing nothing but white.
Yeah, I think that's intentional. The white is definitely
Mhm.
intentional. Um, I know that, and because you've seen like 1 out of 5, she kind of does that leg raise when she's really like getting into it. You know what I mean? Like, uh, I think that's part of her, the way she performs. That's just everybody has a different, when they sing, especially musicians like that, have a
Mhm.
different way of, for some reason, all I keep thinking about right now is Dave Matthews' feet when he tries to sing something fast on stage. His feet just always move in the same direction. Um, but anyway, yes, I think that just the whole performance together and the fact that they did it as like a live one shot and just kind of, their tone is so perfect. They nail every part of the harmony. The fact that he can write that and
Mm.
then she delivers it that way, it's just, again, this was my introduction to her. Like, this is how I met Chinchilla.
Huh. I'm also thinking, I don't know because you know Chinchilla more than I do. But is it like usually she is in more elaborate types of like costumes?
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like she was more vulnerable by not doing that. Like her hair was slicked back so I could see her face.
Yeah.
I can see every part of her face. It almost looked like it was meant to be like a wet look without it actually being wet.
Yeah.
And I always tend to say this with Ren videos, but like for me, it was kind of giving asylum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it was giving asylum, and um,
I think that's because it's a like theme of a lot of his videos. Like,
mm-hmm,
Sick Boy is like that. High Ren is like that. His new stuff, which you haven't even seen yet, is like that. Like, because he's now doing a whole follow up to Tale of Jenny and Screech. So
mm,
he's doing like a second chapter of that with all new videos. They literally have all been coming out like right now as you and I are recording this. So I'll have to intro you to those later down the road. But yeah,
dude, my brain went to like I might go look at that, and then I was like, damn,
you can't do that.
can't do that. Like, but yeah, no, it was giving asylum, but it was also like I wanted to point out how at the end they faced each other and they were singing at each other.
Hmm.
To me, I'm not gonna lie, that was giving like only we can see us. So like the people who have gone through that and feel like, yeah, they keep giving me more drugs. I don't want more drugs. I want to be better, right? Like those are the people that see, if you feel that way, I see you type
Right.
beat. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I can't find my words right now, but like
No,
that's what I mean.
I get what you're putting down. I don't think I've ever heard anyone bring that up before. So that's a cool point. I think that's
Yeah, because I feel like it was intentional that they were kind of just singing around. If you paid attention to Ren and or Chinchilla, either or, at first when they're introduced, like
right.
he's singing by himself, she's singing by herself. They come together, they're looking around, she's moving around, but they're not singing at each other just yet. At the end, they intentionally look at each other into the eyes
Right.
and sing at each other as if they're like, I see you, you
Right.
see me. And it's almost like a realization. Um, but yeah, no, I was like really paying attention to like their environment, like what it also looked like they were in an apartment building to
Yeah, I
me,
think it looks like it's like the basement of an apartment building. Like
a basement. That to me looks like one of the NYCHA buildings, you know, like a project building if you were to just like get out the elevator. Like,
maybe
you know,
it
and the
doesn't look like a part
acoustics.
where the living space is. It looks like the part where like it's like a throughway or a hallway or like a storage part of the
It
building.
might, yeah, honestly, it might be a
Because everything's
storage,
like all
like,
stone and
hmm
like
it's
lit
like polished stone too.
right and lit by like not non-shaded light bulbs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I just, like to me, it almost looked like a staircase. Like if you were to go down a staircase, but there was no stairs. But I do agree that it might have been like an apartment, like a building basement, because she came out of that empty room, and not unless that was meant to be just like a big ass apartment. I
Yeah,
sincerely
I
doubt
think
that.
they're
You
just
know.
in they're like in one square space, and I talked about how they must have done it like filming wise because they go around Ren in a like this is all one shot. So they go
Hmm.
around Ren and he's you see over his shoulder to where she comes out of that corner and she's not there. So that
Mm.
means that she had to be basically because it does a full rotation around him unless they do it where the light flickers because the light flickers right before she comes on. So unless they made a cut there in that blackness, the only other way to do it is she would have been having to stand behind the videographer as they circled around Ren. She would have had to
Mm.
follow around like that until their last pass, and then she would have gotten into position. And then, unless there's like a side room she could have come out of when the angle was right or something like that, but she would have had to
Hmm.
stay completely out of sight and then drop in at the exact moment to come in and do that.
Yeah, no, I'm like thinking about the video more. They did do like that little 360 shot of him.
Yep.
They did it
Oh,
again at the end too.
yep. With the both of them.
Huh. Okay.
But
Shoot.
I love that you got chills just like I still get chills when I hear it.
Yo, because it like they're talking about something real, like, and it
Mhm.
does numb you. After a while, you keep having to get a bigger dosage because your body is accustomed to the drug. Now it's
Right.
okay. I need to go see my psychiatrist once a month. I need to. Oh God, it's not working for me. I need to go and see if something else works. Like, come on.
It's just same
It's.
thing. It's the same thing with marijuana. Like when
Mm-hmm.
I used to take edibles, which I can't take anymore right now because I'm trying to get work, and so you never know who's going to like test. But
Right.
I started as like a 10 milligram guy, and when I stopped, I was at like 100 milligrams because your tolerance just keeps going and going and going until
Yeah,
you like figure out a way, or until I'm sure if I took an Eddie now, I would
you'd be
I'd I'd
stoned
have to
out
be
your
like a
mind,
10 because I would lose it at 100. I'd be
bro.
baked into the couch. Like,
Oh my God. Like, dude, like, and agreed, because like, y'all know, I'm a stoner. And like, my friend of, like, a friend of mine, Jesus, English is hard. A
especially
friend
when
of
you're
mine,
stoned.
that part. And I'm only slightly stoned. So
Right.
imagine. So, like, I threw a little, like, birthday get together at my place. It was small because it's after New Year's. I don't expect people to be in town most of the time. Um, and when that people came over, someone gifted me like a little edible package, and I was like, "Oh my God, thank you!" Right? I look at the package, and I was like, reading what it said, and it was like 100 milligrams in total in the bag, and I was like, and mind you, I smoke for my like own issues and stuff, and
Right,
that's what
right.
helps me. So like, I had a moment where I like looked at the package, I saw the dosage, and I looked up, and I was like, what is this supposed to do for me? Because like, girl, I don't feel edibles unless I'm doing 200, 300 milligrams. I shit you not. Like
That's insane.
I mean, I'm coming from, funny enough, I am coming from being on so many medications,
Right.
to then transferring that and sticking to just marijuana as like my source of being okay and stabilizing. Also, if you're doing that, make sure you're talking to a therapist, talk to your doctors. Anyway, but
Again,
like,
this message brought to you by Cristal.
take care of yourself. That's
Right.
all I'm saying. Like,
Focus on your power.
that, huh? Yo, I'm gonna be cleaning because I have to finish like cleaning my room, and like I have like a mess on my bed this way. And I'm gonna play that. I shit you not. I shit you not. I'm gonna like send you a little video, but like, shit, what was I saying? But like, yeah, no, coming off of like all of those medications, and me as someone that both had mental and physical issues, I was on around 13 medications, and solely switching to that, of course, I'm gonna have a high tolerance.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like,
If I
it's
did 200 milligrams of an Eddie right now, all
we
I
out.
would be is a chalk outline on the couch. Like that would be the end of me.
Yo,
Yeah, like it wouldn't even. And the craziest part about it is, I used to take Eddies because they really helped. Like at the end of the day, chill me out. I would de-stress that way, and kind of like it also helped me a little bit creatively because I would just my mind would wander to creative places, and I loved that for writing and everything else. And now, as I'm super stressed out about having no money and trying to find a job, I can't take it because like so many places test, and it's like, bro.
And mind you, and I'm almost positive that I like, even if you have like a card that's like, hey, I'm only doing this for this reason, it does not matter.
Does not
Like,
matter.
yeah.
There's a buddy of mine who's been trying to help me get a job at his place, which they take a really long time. Took them 6 months just to read his application, but it's a decent job. So he's trying to help me like get in as well. And he's like, he has a card. It's a job in Pennsylvania. He has a card, a Pennsylvania marijuana card. And they were like, absolutely not. You can't do it. And it's a state job, and medicinal marijuana is legal in the state. Doesn't matter. They won't let you do it. And I'm like, that's just crazy talk.
It sucks. It sucks because then
those laws are made by people that have never done marijuana. That's what I feel.
But also people that want that to like keep being a profit thing, because that's also a situation we're seeing now in the industry. But like, yeah, no,
but how would marijuana be a profit for them if they're not letting people do it because it's being done illegally?
Well, no, it's legalized, but you still can't necessarily get a job if you do it, and you need to take a test.
Right, but that's my point. I don't know how they would profit from it because
taxes.
I mean, why would the company still want it to not be? I understand why the state wouldn't want it. Oh, you're saying why the state wouldn't want it.
Yeah, I'm not saying the company. The company don't give a shit. It's more so the state. Like, they don't give a fuck that you are doing it, whether it's for a medicinal or recreational.
I thought you meant the company. That's why I was confused.
No.
Yeah.
Like, it's. I find it contradictory that we get pushed certain drugs that, like, quite literally have an endless list of what it can do to you, and then the things that could help you are either ridiculously expensive, it's rare, or there's a shortage,
right?
Or it's like, oh no, there's this. Like,
listen, the only side effect of marijuana is munchies, so I don't like. Be so for real.
All that, friend. There's a lot of, depending on the person. Pero I will say that as someone that don't eat, that helps me out. So like, that helps me out at the end of the day.
There's side effects in terms of like, it makes you feel better. It can make you, sometimes it makes you feel worse. If you're in a bad place, it can like make you go down that spiral, but not in like a destructive way. I don't know. I've never
Some
been
people,
high on marijuana and gone to a destructive place.
I've
Like,
met some people that like just off their first go, they could not like. There, it's different for everyone, which
yeah,
is why
sure.
I advocate for like do what is best for you.
Right.
I think whether recreational or medicinal use, I support you. However, if it doesn't work for you, still support you, love. Mwah!
Yeah.
I want you guys to be okay. And same thing where with the medication, where it's like if it works for you, thank God. You know what I'm saying? If
Yep.
it don't work, find something else. Do not just keep sticking to it. You know what I'm saying? Have trust in yourself, trust your intuition, because at the end of the day, we all have different bodies, different functions, different everything at the end of the day. So I personally hate that, specifically with what we were talking about with the video, which is just, it's not being told to you because it's good for you. It's being told to you so that you buy it. And then that creates a whole other problem within itself for the people who it does not work for.
Yep.
And then the people that it does work for and they can't afford it, another issue. Like, so it literally is just like an umbrella.
Yep.
It's just an umbrella of like clusterfucks that just become issue after issue after issue. And at the end of the day, just I feel like you should have the right to always be able to say like, no, this doesn't work for me. Yes, this works for me. And as long as you keeping up with the doctor, if you need
Yeah.
a therapist, a psychiatrist, c'est la vie. Who cares? You're not hurting anybody. You're not hurting yourself. And if you are, it's under the guidance of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care.
Yeah, I think
I
some
just,
people are scared to tell their doctors they don't want to take a medication anymore, and they shouldn't be. You gotta be your own self medical advocate, and that's hard to do. I
oh
get it.
God.
That's why they
That,
tell you to go with somebody and like,
mm-hmm.
that kind of stuff. Because you
There's
need
like
someone who's gonna sit
companies.
there and be like, well, what? That doesn't make any sense. Like,
Yeah, like care managers do that for you. And
yep,
there's like actual companies that like they so this is crazy that we have gotten to a place like that in terms of like the medical industry. But like if you feel like they pressure you and you have issues like advocating for yourself, there are companies that like will send a buddy for you. You tell them everything that you want to do before the appointment. You call them up, you tell them when the appointment is. They show up with you, go in with you, and then whatever the situation is, they advocate for you.
oh, I need to get a job with those people. I would be so good at
Bro,
that because
yo.
I have no qualms. I would be like, no, they're not doing that. This is what we're doing today. Like, I
Mhm.
am, I just don't give a damn. So I'll be like, oh, you need someone to advocate for you? Bet,
Yeah, no,
bet.
there
That,
are like services like that for people.
and
It's insane.
Crystal, that's so for real because remember the time when we were at the thing? It was a movie premiere thing, and then that guy was starting crap across the street, and he was
That
like saying racial slurs or whatever, and he
that
was
was
like
a mess.
harassing these women, and you were like, I want to go over there and say something, and I'm like, you should, and so you walked across the street to go say something to him, and then after for like a second, you were like, oh wait, I should probably see where Scott is, and you went to turn back and look across the street,
Oh
and
boy.
I was right there, like
Like like
just advocating
shadow.
for you. Like I'm just
Shadow,
advocating.
I'm saying. Like man, mind you, in the middle of New York City and you're doing that,
Oh yeah.
wild choice.
Why like
Wild choice.
the police coming rescued him. Not like they may not have arrested him, but they rescued him.
They
Cause
definitely did, because that
I
was wild.
as soon as
Mm-mm.
soon as he dropped the N-word, I was like, oh, so this is how
Bro,
it's gonna
like
be. Got it.
all
Like,
I saw was a homegirl. She was getting mad
yeah, she was
and she
getting
kept
heated.
getting louder. And I was like, something's off. So I went
Mhm.
over there and I was like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? Sis explained the whole thing. I said, oh, I'm standing right here.
Right.
Like,
And you're like, let me get my friend. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're both here.
to this day, I like, oh my God. I always say this to people. I'm like, he's a real one for that. I didn't even have to.
I wasn't going to let you just go. I wasn't like, yeah, I think you should. get back to me about that. Like, that's crazy. That's not what friends do. But that's what I'm saying. The only reason I brought that up, that sounded very self-aggrandizing. I didn't mean it to. I just meant it's an advocate. It's someone who's advocate. You want to go do that thing? Okay, I advocate for you to do that thing, and I got your back. I'll boost you up that way. We have taken about 40 right turns from chalk outlines, but
Girl,
that's okay. If you don't know that about Crystal and I, then I don't know what videos you've been watching, because that is how it goes.
God.
This was another good one, though. I think you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I
no,
hope
it
you
was an
enjoyed it.
amazing song. It was a great song. Long story short, advocate for yourself, take care of yourself, dude. Don't do something you don't want to do. That's it.
Absolutely.
That's all.
Well, thank you again, Crystal, for joining me. You know, I always appreciate it. It's always a good time.
Of course.
Even when we're long-winded. I want to see real quick. Let me see how long. Yeah, the song is just over 5.5 minutes. Our video is 42 minutes.
That's an extra 37.
Yeah.
For no reason.
That's not true. I disagree with the no reason part.
I'm sure there's somebody in the comments like, y'all chatting.
Oh, please. Trust me. I got a comment just last week. Well, not when this publishes, but when we're recording this, I got a comment last week that someone said they almost dipped out. They liked my reaction, but they almost dipped out because I had a 7-minute intro. And I was like, I chapter my videos, bro. Like, if you want to jump to the music, I even say it right at the beginning. But I get it. Some people, and hey, let me put it this way. For those of you who made it this far with Crystal and I, you're real ones. We appreciate you. And we hope you have a kick-ass rest of your week. Crystal and I are going to stop this recording and go probably record another one that maybe will be just as long-winded. You'll have to tune in and see. Don't forget to follow Crystal on Instagram. Check out her stuff. Check out all her pretty pictures there. And also, don't forget, especially after a song like Chalk Outlines, when we're just talking about this stuff, don't wait for life to be easy to be happy.